was a full moon when we recorded this episode. This is with Dan Wise, also known as Danby, of the alternative rap project The Wise Idea. Here's a little taste of their song All City. Check it out.
It's time to wake up late, hard to get creative these days. I used to smash apart the scene and light them up in a haze. You stay up to date, been keeping up with the news. Then I've been trying out new ways to knock them out of their shoes. Organized chaos is what ensues. I utilize panic to pay my dues. It's been a long time, I'm taking off like a cruise. And I'm about to go all city, I got nothing to lose. You hear the music is banging, I got the action is blasting. So when that asteroid hits, you bet the comments are crashing. I'm smashing everything. Imagine the masses when I surpass the gods. I'm laughing, then I bask in the glory. Clash with the titan, take the title, cause I'm fighting like Tyson. I got the dose of psilocybin, I'm enlightened like lightning. I'll give you one last chance, you better get with the program. Cause I'll be slapping hits like that shit was the dope, man. I'm gonna hit the town like it was all city. And I'm gonna break it down like it's a damn pity. I've always been a prodigy, nobody's been on to me. It's the same real talk that ain't nobody been proud of me. I wanna hit the town like it was all city. And I'm gonna break it down like
So I watched your live sessions with Asteroid M Records. I know Cody as well. I'm actually recording with Cody right now, so that's how you and I met.
Yeah,
actually,
I love
and
Cody.
I love that live session. So it's really cool energy. So I was recently, I don't want to throw you under the bus here, but I recently was recording with Cody, and he told me a story that to loosen you up on the microphone, acid was the thing to do, right?
You know what? I'm like really scared to do acid like all the time because I used to do it like a lot. I used to get really spaced out, man. Like it was so. The craziest thing was I came in, and in my mind I was like, all right, I'm gonna cut these tracks. It's gonna be dope. We're gonna be sick with it. And I guess I just wasn't into it. I was like, maybe you're like psyching yourself up or some shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I fucking was just like, all right. And then after like I did one song that it was just like it sounded good, but once I kicked up on the Sid, once I got up in space, man, I started one-shotting everything. Like shit, Cody was just like, all right, this is good. But everything after that, I can like, okay. So, but then it was like, do you want to redo the other track? And I was like, yeah. You know what it is? There's I like to rap, and I rap a lot.
Yeah.
In The Wise Idea, and it wasn't the rapping that was bad. It's this little thing that I do in the song. And I just
wait a minute. So are you telling me that with your voice you're doing the record?
Yeah,
skipping.
I'm skipping on the vocals. Yeah, so it's and dude, it sounds badass now, but it only sounds badass because I was spaced out on the fucking Sid, bro. But at first I was in the fucking studio like and I was fucking it up. It was so and it got frustrating, and I don't like to be frustrated too long. So I was just like, I'll take it and we'll just fucking do it again later, all right? And Cody was like, all right. And then
But like nobody else does that, so like
so I beatbox when I'm chilling, or I'll be I cook a lot. I was a premier chef downtown.
There you go.
And so I'll be cooking and I'll be like, and I'll be like, just fucking.
Yeah.
So I have this like hip hop spirit inside me, and I fucking subconsciously I'll be vibing out to myself, just
yeah.
fucking. So I've incorporated that into my music.
Yeah, dude.
The whole bit is I've got all these walls around me, and I'm the one that put them up, and I got I let my demons make decisions. I've got all these walls around me, and I'm doing that bit, and that bit was so hard to do when I first. See, I bet you right now. Yeah,
that's fire.
I know, right?
That's fire. Like, because I would rather have a guy actually fucking doing that shit,
right,
than rely on a producer to then fucking go in and do the effects and stuff.
I think it would be super cool to have a turntablist in The Wise Idea. I think that would be a fucking amazing idea. But I also agree that the fact that I can do it without having to do that.
I like that. I think that adds like a flair. Like if someone goes and sees like your show and they remember you as the guy that like actually does the record spinning like with his voice, and then like that could be like a thing you get remembered by, and then it's like, oh, you gotta listen to this dude and he does his own fucking like.
I'm glad I was able to do that right now without being on acid, and that's exactly why. Maybe it's not exactly more of a crutch. It did loosen me up that day, but also today I didn't come in with a problem. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I struggled with this for a really long time. I thought I couldn't perform without certain enhancement.
Right.
Okay, and I got really comfortable on this idea that I am not good enough unless I do this thing, right? But then, like, I ran out of that thing once, and I was forced to do like a week of shows without that thing. And then guess what? Everyone was like, "Dude, that was the best I ever fucking seen you."
And you know what? I'm trying to abandon the same idea too. Like, I'm trying to think. I'm 6 months sober. So at this moment, so it is. I'm trying to get rid of the idea that I need to drink to do this show. I'm trying to get rid of the idea that I need to do acid. You know what I mean? So I didn't plan on doing acid that day, but I'd been talking about it for a second, and I was just like, you know what, man. Dabble, do you? You know?
Yeah. No, man, like, I get it. And honestly, it's gotten to a point where I've been playing live so much that I'm more comfortable live than I am in the studio.
Right.
Because, like, live, I'm feeding off their energy, right?
Yeah.
There's, like, this situation that's happening between you and the crowd. I stopped doing set lists. I stopped doing any of that bullshit. I just go on and I'm like, I'm going to fucking read the audience. I'm going to read my room. And I'm only as good as I feel like my audience can be.
Right.
So, like, I care more about the relationship now, and I'm more comfortable on stage. Now, I go in with Cody and I'm recording. Now I'm my worst enemy, right?
Yeah.
Now the pressure's on me to do all this stuff.
The fun bit is when you're performing, people don't generally how do I say this politely? People don't generally have the idea of what you're doing, so I think it's awesome that you abandon the idea of a set list and fill out your crowd, because personally, I couldn't think about doing that. I have an idea of what I want to look like, and I have an idea of what I'm going to sound like, and I can kind of predict, because I was an actor before I was a musician,
right? How
the crowd is going to react to certain things. You know what I mean? Because and that's probably the difference between you and I, is that you again, you're feeling your crowd out. You kind of understand what they're like. I'm performing like what I consider like an art piece, I guess.
Okay.
Like, I don't know if that's the right words for it, because I'm not that air thing is not a common thing. You know what I mean? I'm rapping to punk, like an instrumental behind me. I'm not doing it to a DJ. I'm not, and it's,
but that's my favorite.
And that's what I'm saying is I'm doing it because I love it. You know what I mean? You just feel the same thing when you do it. I do this because I love it, and you feel the crowd out because you love them. And I'm doing I'm doing it for me because I kind of like not, it's like not in the cocky sense, bro, but I know what they like too. You know what I mean? They like the weird, obscure shit, dog.
Yeah, that's what I like you.
If I dressed up like Lady Gaga, like, you know what I'm saying, doing a weird costume and shit, and then do the fucking rapping bit, the fucking I'd be on fucking the Ellen DeGeneres show, dog. I'd be from fucking the Drew Barrymore show, like, and they would be like, "What's your fucking inspiration?" And I would bullshit to them because I fucking want to get to the point where I can fuck with people.
I want to fuck Ellen DeGeneres.
I want to fuck Ellen DeGeneres. I wouldn't mind Drew Barrymore either. Can we cut that? I want to get to a point where I can fuck with people on the main stage. You know what I mean? Like, I want to do the weird thing so much that people think I'm being serious.
Honestly, man, from like what my experience has shown me and like what I see when I go to other live shows, I think anybody that has enough confidence sells it.
Right.
And like, you're in this vibe. And like, kind of back to the whole, like, you don't need like drugs or you don't need enhancements. It's like, I really feel like, and I don't know if you feel this way, tell me if you do or not, but like when you perform, you're almost channeling an energy anyways from somewhere else.
Right.
Like, it's almost like you're just like a vessel for this thing.
So like, I tell people all the time that when I perform, my fucking eyes roll into the back of my head and I just fucking do the damn thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Our first show, as the Wise Idea, I was on mushrooms.
Yeah, there
and
you go.
The third show, where was that? That was the fucking vegan show from the festival we were talking about earlier. I was on mushrooms for that, man. And you know what? The first time was a trip, definitely, because I got on the stage at like the best part of the mushrooms, man. I had this little chocolate bar. I ate it.
They were
super good.
Where'd you get that? Was that from online purchase, or did you go up to Oregon?
No. I got a cousin who does all that shit.
He bakes.
He doesn't make. Well, I don't want to spill his beans out.
Yeah, you don't gotta spill any beans. We're not naming them.
My fucking anyways, my cousin hooked me up with a chocolate bar, and I gave a piece of it to all of my bandmates, so we were all fucking tripping out on stage. At least I hope. So, you know, because I
secretly didn't take it.
I have a video of it later. I'll show you later, man.
You're in your underpants.
You can tell too that I'm on it, and I love the spirit and the energy that you get it. But I absolutely, the second show we did, I wasn't on. As a matter of fact, I just got off work that day, and I had to walk to the venue too from work because it was like I worked downtown. It was that First Friday, you know that fucking where that's at.
Yeah.
So I fucking busted a big ass mission all the way to do my show. I performed the show. Everybody was like, I was like, let's go First Friday, blah. Everyone's like, what are you doing this? I was like, I'm fucking going home and playing Fortnite.
All right, real quick, give me your worst live story. Do you have a story like the worst thing that happens live?
So I used to be in a band called Duct Tape Shoes, and I was also started that band too. It was more like a thrash metal band. You know what I mean? So I used to do the fucking shit, and I love that shit too. But I fucking lost. I fucking, you know, I was fucked up a lot of the time. And Duct Tape Shoes was getting actually to a point where they fucking we're starting to perform at like Hard Rock and the Vinyl, and then the segue into how the Wise Idea got started is how Duct Tape Shoes broke up too, and I'll get into the fucking that later. But the worst show I've ever done, to answer your original question, because I'm fucking 7 steps away, I'll forget. To answer your original question, man, the worst show I've ever done was in the backyard of my homeboy Roman's house. And I think it was his house. I think it might have been his sister's house, but Roman, you know, family. You know what I'm saying? So we were playing in the back. We were playing last. I was also on mushrooms that day too, but I was also like drinking like hardcore.
Yeah.
I was drinking a lot. I would drink a lot. And again, we were playing last, so I felt like it was whatever. You know what I mean? I blacked out. I can't even remember who else was playing that day. I'm trying to figure that out right now, man. I blacked out probably like the third band in. There was like 6 bands playing, so like halfway through the show, I was just gone, dude. Yeah. And I was checking in and out. You know when you're fucked up, bro, you're checking like in and out.
Yeah.
So I got problems sitting still, so I'm fucked up, dog. And I was just walking around the backyard, walking around the front yard. I didn't know. I probably did know this, but I didn't know that Thomas, my drummer now, he was my drummer in Duct Tape Shoes too. He had a buddy come and do our photography for us. And I didn't know. We didn't keep any of these pictures, by the way, because when I came out, it was like 5 minutes before our set, and I threw up and I projectile vomited out into the front yard. At the same time, Thomas was like, "Oh, there's my singer right now. Hey, Danby." And I went, like hella dog. It was so embarrassing. And it was like 5 minutes before our set. And guess what? I passed out.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, like 5 minutes before our set. I fell asleep in the front seat of Thomas's car. And Thomas was like, "Hey, get the fuck up." And he was like trying to wake my ass up, dog. I was so trashed. And I still made it to set and did the whole show. And to be honest with you, can't remember how it went.
Jesus Christ.
I just remember it being so bad that the next day everybody was like, "You cannot drink before set anymore."
Yeah.
You cannot do that again. That was mad embarrassing.
2 years ago, after I had just kind of released material, I did an acoustic show. I flew out to Florida, Orlando. And I'm downtown Orlando, and it was almost like an open mic night that I like prearranged like a spot with. So it wasn't really like I was booked. It was like, like I called and was like,
"Oh, but you gotta make it till you fake it till you make it," right?
Right. So like I pretty much booked this open mic spot, and like I used to live in Orlando, so I had a shit ton of friends, and I was in a band out there called Contest of Arms, and I had advertised that I was going to not only do my new stuff, but I was going to play some acoustic versions of like the old Contest of Arms tracks, right? So like half my high school class shows up to this bar.
In Florida?
Yeah.
Well, you go into high school in Florida?
I graduated out there.
Oh,
So
okay,
originally from Vegas, moved out to Orlando.
That's crazy.
Halfway through high school, graduated in Orlando, came back in 08.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So half my class shows up, right? I'm seeing faces I haven't seen in fucking years, right? Everyone's stoked and excited. Well, the owner of the bar announces that we're going to be doing some drinking competitions before the show starts, and they have a wine chugging contest. Now, I already had enough in me where I had this like overwhelming confidence, like I'm going to win that fucking contest, dude.
Right.
And it was like, you know, 3 of the biggest dudes in there going, "Oh, I got you, man. I'm going to fucking beat you," you know, blah, blah. I fucking chugged that bottle. We each got a bottle of wine.
God damn.
I chugged that fucking thing in like 3 gulps. I got this like 6'5" dude standing next to me, like, "How the fuck," you know? But I really regret doing that because I got so fucked up, Danby. I got so fucked up, Danby, that I was half a song in and had to apologize to the audience because I fucking forgot everything.
Oh,
I was almost at the point of like blackout, dude. It was the most embarrassing thing. Like I'm looking around all these faces, all these people I know, like AJ,
your whole fucking
AJ,
class, bro,
and I'm fucked up, dude. Like so fucked up.
No.
So I don't know how. Okay, I won the contest, so I get this bag of prizes. Guess what the prize was? More alcohol. So it was little bottles of like booze, like whiskey and tequila, whatever.
Right.
So I'm gonna drink that too.
Right.
It's a gift.
I would have too, bro.
So the bag it came in somehow ends up over my head with eyes cut out, and I went the rest of the fucking show with this bag over my fucking head.
Bro, that's like the Lego story earlier where I cried, bro. I'm like, oh, the worst part is you apologize to the audience, bro.
Well, I mean, what are you gonna do? It's too intimate of a show,
right?
Like if it was a bigger audience, I just walk off and be like, "Ah, yeah." You know,
fuck you guys, I'm not doing this shit the old Stained way. Just
but there is a redemption end to the story.
Oh, good shit.
I sobered up enough. Like a couple hours later, I did an Outback acoustic show.
Nice.
So I did like a 5-song set where I had my mind together a little bit. So.
What did you say during that? Was it, "Hey guys, were you here earlier?"
Shit happened.
Yo, man,
the bag came off. You know?
I fucking forgot all the lyrics to my songs in Duct Tape Shoes. The very first show, and this is what made me, from that point on, never want to be in that fucking position like ever again, man.
Oh,
like,
dude,
I fucking was so. You know what it was too? It was my middle school class too. It came and saw me at an open mic too. I was like real proud of myself. I was like, "Look, guys," and I'm still proud of it, dog. I'm still fucking proud that I seem to be the only one in my high school class doing shit. I mean, you don't see fucking any of these motherfuckers on TV or some shit on a podcast somewhere.
right. To me, lyrics are like pin numbers.
Oh,
so
my
like,
God.
as long as you don't think about it ever, you go with it. And if you do forget a word, you stumble, you just fill it in with another word, right?
And when you're performing live, that is absolutely okay because those motherfuckers don't know what you're doing either.
I fucking that's why I don't even have a plan. Like sometimes I'll go in and I'll replace like places in the song, or if there's like a name of a place in the song, I'll replace it with the name of that bar.
Yeah.
Or whatever. You know,
nice.
if I can switch it up.
Easy.
So,
fuck yeah.
So like there's no worry if I forget something. Now the minute I get in my fucking head or have a night where it's like, what was that fucking lyric? Or what's this verse? If you start thinking about it, it's like that pin number.
Yeah.
What's muscle memory is now fucking gone.
Yeah. Yo, I got a Beastie Boys tribute set coming up
Do you
right
really?
now. Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
Oh shit! I forgot tickets. I think I might have them in my bag. Oh no, I definitely.
Are you
don't have
performing
them.
in this?
Yeah. Oh, so I love the Beastie Boys. That is fucking amazing. However, I took this gig with the intention that we were playing our original music, opening for a tribute band. But what it really was we were the tribute, and every band performing that night was doing a set list of the Beastie Boys. Yeah. Yeah. This is not coming out until like next year, right?
Okay.
No, like seriously, this is a real question. This is not coming out till next year, the podcast?
I don't know. I really like this. I might release it sooner.
Okay, do me a favor. Wait till after the 16th because we have not fucking practiced That's It at all. I'm so excited.
Well, now that you're honest about it, it's
yeah,
okay.
Dude, I am so excited about that shit because I don't give a fuck.
All right, deal.
If I don't fucking make sense or not, dog, it's the Beastie Boys. Like, that's not my music. And I would... Yeah, dude. If I have to fucking substitute a word with "kick it," I'm gonna fucking do that, dude. I fucking but you know what? That's the glory of being a performing artist. I think there's a muscle memory of that too because the other night I was going to bed and I was like, "Oh, you Trekkies and TV addicts, don't mean to diss, don't mean to break static." So I fucking know I have it memorized.
Right.
I might have to fucking take a dab of acid to channel that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But either way, I'm excited to fucking do that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's cool. All right, I'm looking forward to that. So while we're on the topic, though, let's go into influences. And I hate genres, man. Like, I hate having to fucking...
Me too, dog.
Like, people are like, oh, what are you? What do you sound like?
Dog, trust me. Yes.
Fucking hate it.
I hate it because I'm rapping to punk. Like, how do I fucking explain that to people? I don't know how to explain it.
It's just an alternative rap punk
And that's what I tell them.
like,
Alternative music, dog. Like, you like hip-hop? I'm probably going to be like the Black Eyed Peas of the East Side.
You might like it. Shut up and listen.
Just love it, you know, or don't. I don't give a fuck.
But so okay, Beastie Boys, obvious influence. What about with the actual sound? Did you bring in, for example, one of my favorite artists said this once in an interview. He said, if you have 2 or 3 main influences, you sound just like a shitty version of those influences. But if you have 1,000, then you become this like new fucking thing, right? So like, but what are some main influences that you'd say like really triggered the creative process?
Well, first of all, I have a desire to outdo everybody around me. I don't know what it is.
Really?
And that's my humblest request, is I'm fucking trying to just not sound like everybody else. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that when my homeboy who started the project with me left, I like took his lyrics and was like, nothing that I say will come from this. I looked at that and was like, I don't want to fucking repeat anything that he did. I don't want a theme from what he said. I want to fucking analyze how he did that and execute that in my own way. So I guess I like the idea of having 2 or 3 main influences. Personally, like with writing styles, I would if you listen to my music, I would cite Tupac in them. I have cited Rage Against the Machine. I will cite Linkin Park, or fucking Kanye West. I mean, fucking it was probably a rough.
If you don't like it, get fucked.
Honestly, he genius in music, but a general person, he's a fucking absolute train wreck and trash. You know what I mean? I love his music. It's hard to deny that. He fucking had the...
Apparently, Dr. Seuss was a piece of shit.
Dr. Seuss absolutely was...
Hey, but hop on pop all day.
Oh. And the sad shit is some people eat that shit up, dog. There's a reason why his $80 T-shirts sold out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
His shoes, I saw a motherfucker wearing those Kanye West shoes the other day, and that shit looks like a poor, like fucking... like a somebody was trying to work on a 3D printer, you know what I mean? And they came up with this fucking blocky ass shoe, dog. I thought it was a Minecraft slipper for real,
bro. No one walks around with a cat in the hat on.
Actually, to be honest with you, I love the size of those hats. I wouldn't fucking wear. I don't give a fuck about Dr. Seuss either. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm wasting my life on Green Eggs and Ham, but I will admit to listen to Graduation every once in a while. You know what I'm saying? Oh my god. And that's the same with every artist. You like fucking all these mainstream artists that you fucking love. Like, dude, like we range the darkness from fucking absolute madman to complete suicide.
They're all kind of a piece of shit. Like they're all kind of pieces of shit.
And aren't we all, dude? Like, realistically
exactly.
speaking, we chose these aspects of these people and vilified them because we need to feel good about something, dude. Like,
I get a lot of these opportunities to like meet bands and like go backstage and like, say hi and stuff like that. But there's some bands I love so much I refuse to do that because I feel like it would fuck me up if he's an asshole to me or the singer's an asshole to me or like whatever. Like it would just bum me out so much that like when I hear the album, like I'm not going to like him anymore. So I just stay the fuck away from the bands I really like.
Yo, I got a funny story for you actually. The other day I met Hannibal Buress from. You ever seen the Eric Andre show? Oh my God! You know what sucked, dog? While I was at work all day, I went past this fool and I was complaining because the hostess was like, "Hey, I'm gonna sit this girl down, but you can't serve her alcohol. She's absolutely trashed." And I went, "Okay." And I kind of panicked for a second, and my manager, who happened to be standing next to me, was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Let me run a reality by you really quick." And this is how I am at work, by the way. I'm the genuine, most real person. And dude,
Do you get fired a lot?
No, actually, I don't. Here's the thing.
good.
I am so fucking right sometimes that they can't, dude. Oh, dude, I've got bloody fucking stories that can fill a whole nother episode for you, brother. But the short of this is, I went to the fucking manager and was like, I want to run a reality by you for a second. Imagine you just got a table, right? And the whole table was fucking wasted. And they told you that you have to tell them that you can't serve them alcohol anymore. How the fuck do you think that table is going to react to you? And she, by the way, when I said this, Hannibal Buress was standing next to me. I didn't even fucking know it was him yet. So my manager, I looked at her, I was like, "Look, man, I'll serve the table. I got no problems with running bad news to people. I thrive in it. But I just want to let you know that that's insanity, family. Like, you're going to sit these people, you're going to serve them food, which, again, sounds like the best idea. But at the same time, you're going to tell them that you can't serve them alcohol? What if they're trying to party that hard, dog? I have to tell them to go to a whole fucking nother bar? Where's the responsibility in this? It's insanity. Right. And I stormed off and I got some coffee and I got my peace back. And because this is how I, do things and it fucking work. But here's what happened. She went and she talked to the fucking customer and found out they didn't want to drink. They were leaving. So I had this big ass bitch fit, and then I looked at Hannibal Buress and I was like, "I guess I'm an asshole, huh?" And we both laughed. And then I went back into the kitchen and I thought to myself, "Is that fucking Hannibal Buress?" And apparently I'm the only fucking person who knows who that is, because everybody else was like, "Who's that? Who's that?" He's on Adult Swim. He was on the he's the co-host on the Eric Andre show. Yep. He was also in Spider-Man, the new ones with Tom Holland.
That's right.
He's the fucking coach on Tom Holland's.
Yeah.
And the best part, he's a rapper now. On his last appearance of the Eric Andre show, he quit in the middle of the filming of the episode and left mid-set. And they fucking aired that on the.
Did they really?
Yeah, it's on the fucking. You could check it out on YouTube. He quits. They leave. Then they replace him with a robot, and they kill off the fucking robot. And that's just the spirit of Eric Andre's show, man. It's an anti-talk show, so they have like crazy fucking gag sets going on that shit like all the time. Adult Swim is that bizarre,
right?
Dog.
Yeah.
So honestly, he's like a comedy hero of mine. Because he's an anti-humorist,
right?
Now he's a rapper too. He goes by Eshu Tune. I think that's how it's pronounced.
Interesting.
Yeah, I was the only person that recognized him. The only person that recognized him.
I'm the only able body here who recognized this man.
And everyone else was like, "Well, go talk to him." No, fool, I can't do that. For one, I'm at work. For two, he's eating lunch.
Well,
that's fucking rude,
bro. So we're getting some fire conversation going with my man Danby here. We're gonna take a quick break. It's a fucking full moon. Did you know it's a full moon tonight here in Vegas? Not in the room, but literally.
Oh,
it's
I don't
really
know why
cool.
I looked at this thing.
Maybe because my hands like doing this fucking weird thing here. I'm like, look off into the
Whoa there, cowboy. Is your love life drier than a June sagebrush poking pricklies on a desert cattle's bunghole? Well, look no further, fella. The cavalry has arrived. Spunk Lube. That's right, Spunk Lube. This ain't your average romance jelly jam. Whether you're sharing a 10-up and broke back or flying solo, Tonto, Spunk Lube will have you slinging your Cyclops and whistling out your Dixie. For group parties playing cowboys and Indians or just a quick one around in the chamber, Spunk Lube gets you hydrated for those long rides of bumping uglies into the sunset. Don't put a bounty on your head. Drizzle Spunk Lube instead. That's Spunk Lube, partner.
I'm here for my weekly anal squeeze. We're back on the Hot Saloon. And we were just having some pet talk.
Poor dog.
My dog's anal glands just got squeezed recently. That was fun. And our vet, like the vet hospital is actually inside the PetSmart or whatever the fuck it is. Oh, nice. Petco.
Is it cheap?
No.
That's what I was
I think having a dog and especially like pugs, dude. Pugs are allergic to fucking everything. They have so many like medical like fucking needs and like all these different things. Like
I have 2 Chihuahuas, and they are a fucking handful. I call one's Ittle Bittle, the other one's Rosie, but I call them Yapper and Runt. Oh no, I'm sorry. Runt was my sibling's dog. The other is Tremble. That's what she is. She's fucking. She trembles.
Bro.
She's fucking shaky.
yeah, dude. I had these
scared.
2 little shaky ass Chihuahuas once, right? They were from the same litter, Mario and Luigi, I called them, and they were so fucking disgusting, bro. Mario would drink Luigi's piss, and Luigi would eat Mario's shit.
Oh, my dog's breath stank so bad you could smell her just sitting next to you. It's so fucked up. And then what's worse is that she'll fucking she's cleaning herself, obviously, but she's eating herself out. That's what it looks like to me. And then my dog will come around and fucking help her ass out. And fucking I was yelling at him this morning. I was like, "Why the fuck are you doing that, homie? Like, you know exactly why her breath stinks like that, because she eats her own ass."
Hey, crotch breath, get over here, give me a kiss.
Dogs are fucking disgusting, man. I love my dogs, but they are fucking gross.
Yeah, sometimes, dude. So fucking.
Oh shit.
Do you remember? Speaking of Mario and Luigi, do you remember the fucking '90s Mario movie?
So I've seen it once.
That's it.
Yeah, it sucked. It was so bad. Every time someone brings it up, I'm just like, it was the worst. And then everybody universally agree it's probably one of the worst movies next to the Human Centipede.
True story. Did you know like there's a whole like fucking backstory of that movie where like John Leguizamo and what's his name played Mario. Anyways, they were like drunk on set.
Yeah.
Like,
he fucking broke his hand.
It was all fucked up, dude.
Yeah.
Anyways, lyrical process.
Song. Nice segue.
So, this is how you write a shitty movie. This is how you write really great music. So what's the process, man? Does the instrumentals come first? The lyrics come first? I'm a big lyric guy myself.
So do you start with lyrics?
Well, like with me, like every song's different. Right. Like sometimes I'll get like a melody and like a line in my head. Okay. And then the rest of the song will build off that.
I agree, because my thought processes gets a little complicated depending on, I guess, how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Because when in Duct Tape Shoes, it was the instrumental first, and I would come up with a hook, and it would be in like an intro verse, hook, and then a middle part.
Right.
And that's my formula. Now, if you listen to my music now, it's like almost like that. I mean, I got a couple songs that just end after the second verse, but it's a hip hop track, man. I don't have to fucking dazzle your, yeah, exactly. I dazzle your ass enough with the thing. I fucking don't have to fucking come all the way all the time.
My favorite part about not being famous is I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah, and the fucking. But you know what also sucks, man? You see that post all the time that says you're fucking famous musician trapped in a fucking local musician's body. Like that's how I feel sometimes, man.
That's good though.
It's absolutely how I think everybody should conduct themselves. You know what I mean? But
I agree.
Then you see some people, and you're like, oh, okay, maybe you do this as a pastime, a hobby for you. I'm not trying to gatekeep. I don't want to gatekeep music, because I think everybody is a musician. Yeah. You know what I mean?
But like process wise, what was funny, like I'm kind of similar, dude. When I was in a band with like 4 other guys, you know, the band would write a lot of the music. It was like a hardcore band. I was just a lead singer. I wasn't even playing guitar in the band at the time. So like they would write a song, and typically I'd come in and put the lyrics over the song.
Right.
But like now it's like I write and do everything. So it's like it'll normally start with a lyric. And I don't know if like you're kind of the same way, but like I write best when I'm either extremely happy, which is really rare for some reason nowadays, or just really in the shitter.
I got to find a middle ground of that, because most of the time I've written was on drugs.
That's a middle ground of its own.
You know what I mean? These days are a lot different now for me. I think these days I've actually started songs in the middle of the song. Like instead of starting from a verse or a hook, like I have an idea. Like nowadays I'm trying to move forward with my next album beats first so that I can have an idea of what I'm doing, because most of my songs are now starting like, I like this bar enough. What can I make to make this bar make sense? And what can I make to make this bar follow it?
Like kind of structure it out more.
Yeah. So, and yeah, exactly. So
or maybe the last bits were like more of a freestyle.
Protect the mic like it was elegant. The subject in the room so you can bet that I'm the elephant. Heaven sent. Kept on the beat like I'm avenging it. Rhythm in my bones, there's nothing left for you to scavenge it. That avenging it bar is so hard. And that is my take on this Marvel. It's not like the whole song is like dedicated to Marvel, but I do have, like, I do reference pop cultural stuff. I do have music like references in video games too. Yeah. There was a bar I had where I was like, I'm the final boss and you're only level 1 or some shit. I can't remember. And it's like, so I fuck around with stuff like that. I'm a huge nerd.
So here's my question.
Uh-huh.
All right, I love Marvel too. Have you seen every Marvel movie?
Yes, and some of the series, and I've seen some of the stuff that's not like canonical MCU, I guess, or whatever the fucking kids are following these days.
Are you familiar with the term "jumping the shark"?
Yes, almost always.
Okay, I'm not saying the Marvel movies are getting bad. I don't think they are, but like here's where I kind of stand on that. I feel like once you introduce the multiverse, where technically anything can now happen. Now writing, to me, goes out the fucking window. Because if anything can fucking happen, then you have an excuse for plot holes.
I think the worst thing about it, actually, is they have agreed that the universe is 616. So the fucking Marvel universe, the whole universe, not just the cinematic universe. To be honest with you, it should just be the comic book universe, because the comic book's main plot line, they've agreed it is called Earth 616.
Okay.
That means the comic book's main plot line should have just been Earth 616, and the MCU, which they have out loud every movie that comes out say it's not following a specific comic, but a part of a plot line that's happening in the comics. And so, yeah, writing is out the window here, because what they're saying is this is our universe. It's separate from the comics. And then at the peak of it all, said that they're following the main comic line by saying, oh, this is Earth 616. Or they said it was Doctor Strange. It's like, Doctor Strange, you're in Earth 616. Right. That's the universe that we've designated you. So that means that everything happening in the comics is canon to everything happening in the MCU, when they stated originally that that's not how they fucking wanting to do things. So they've confused everybody out now. And you know what's funny is the Miss Marvel, the girl that plays Miss Marvel,
right?
She's called them out on this publicly.
Really?
Yeah. And Kevin Feige is just like, what do you know, you little 15-year-old? Like, she's like, the fucking comic books, because I read them. That's why I got this job. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I didn't just fucking cast for fucking Miss Marvel because it looked cool. I cast for it because she genuinely loved the character. Yeah. And she has pictures of her as fucking Miss Marvel in high school. You know what I mean? So She was Miss Marvel before she was fucking casted as Miss Marvel. And so, but they're just like, whatever, it's our universe. And then they make fun of that shit in She-Hulk. So it's, all of the entirety of
She-Hulk any good?
I actually liked it. I don't think...
I guess I canceled Disney Plus at the wrong time.
To be honest with you, how big of a Disney fan are you really? Are you subscribed to Disney because you like Marvel?
No, dude, I actually
Do you like Star Wars too? I love Star Wars.
I do.
Yeah, I fucking love Star Wars.
I do.
I'm slacking on Star Wars right now. Probably.
But like, to me, honestly, this is just my opinion. I'm no movie expert or sci-fi whiz, but I'll tell you this. I think the Disney Plus series of Star Wars is better than any of the more recent movies.
Oh yeah, no doubt. You know what sucks, man, is like all of the movies.
I thought Mandalorian was the tits.
Mandalorian is a fucking amazing. Do you know what's the worst part about it is that you following the cartoons. So you've seen Clone Wars?
Because my kids got me into it.
Oh, okay, cool. I didn't know you had kids. Sorry, my bad, G. The plot line in Clone Wars is so significant that once you see after at least season 3 then the movies start to make sense in that era. You know what I mean? The Clone Wars era of that. Yeah. When you're watching, I've personally abandoned the new movies as I don't even want to acknowledge their existence. They're canon, by the way, but I fucking don't even want to be like, the First Order. That was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. But The Mandalorian is the shit. Like I fucking love I love the new plotline with Boba Fett too. I don't know if you've seen the Boba Fett one.
Yeah.
That one was super cool, and it was really Mandalorian 3.5 or whatever.
Yeah,
2.5,
exactly. Yeah,
you know what I mean. But it was super. I thought it was super fucking intricate, and I think that the Star Wars universe in the series has a mark. Their video games they should start incorporating more of. But the movies are fucking awful, and it sucks that they're centering their main plot lines around these movies. My band is called The Wise Idea, so @the_wise_idea. That sounds like a mouthful always, but when you type it out, it's just whatever. My personal one is Danby TWI. These are Instagram handles too, by the way. I don't have Twitter. You know what I mean? Not really in Facebook.
Keeps it real.
Yeah, just keep it simple, honestly. TikTok is blowing up, and I don't really want to do TikTok, man. I'm not ready for it yet.
It's a lot, dude.
It's a lot to handle.
It's a lot, bro.
I miss Vine, bro. I miss the 5-second shows, bro.
I want to give you examples of my band and music, but I don't want to have to do a dance.
Right. The whole song and dance bugs me, man. If you find me, you find me, and I'd be happy to share it and clarify it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there you go.
And then YouTube is brilliant because TikTok can exist all day, but some of the best TikToks end up on YouTube. So
yeah, they got the reels on Facebook. Like they end up fucking somewhere, right?
Everything is Snapchat now, bro.
Yeah.
There's a fucking story. You want to see what's going on, bro? It's whatever.
Yeah.
It's really simple. I'm just a person. I working independently, and I think personally the best promotion is word of mouth.
Yeah.
But you got to be knowing a lot of fucking people for that to happen.
I know. I mean, like, that's why, like, a lot of people will say, well, like, why do you want to tour? And, like, touring's pointless nowadays. I'm like, no, because, like, music's so situational. The people who become fans aren't ones that find you online when everybody else is shoving their dick in your face.
Yeah.
Like, it's who, like, really connects with you on, like, a more personal level, I think. So, like, the more personal that you can be, the more intimate you can be and, like, travel around and, like, meet people. Like, that's the best way to go.
When I was doing Duct Tape Shoes, we had hella bands hitting us up from out of town to do shows with us. And sometimes that shit worked out. Sometimes that shit didn't work out. It's just, I think that's networking in general, man. Like, you fucking put plans together and you have shit coming through.
Yeah.
We've had massive support from, and so I was, when Duct Tape ended, it was kind of hard for a little bit to reestablish the Wise Idea, because in a way you just lost that entire network. But I think we're coming around, dude. We're recording at Cody's.
Consistency.
It's all about consistency. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're trying to stay up on that. I think 2023 is going to be dope because we're going to stay up on that.
I'm on the Asteroid M tip.
I'm on the Asteroid M tip. I mean, like, I'm not gonna lie, it's just so nice teeth to suck on. I'm trying to get there.
Yeah, I mean, the audience will find out. I mean, we're not trying to suck each other's dicks just yet, but
no.
Soon.
Politely, though, you know what I mean, and consensually.
Yeah,
is the most important part.
that's a good way to end it. Consensual, always consensual. Man, this has been a really great episode.
Yeah, man.
I can't wait. I can't wait to fucking release this one. Are we forgetting anything?
So to recap. the_wise_idea Organized Chaos coming 2023, and I got an EP and an album coming after that. I'm not going to spoil too much.
There we go.
There we go.
There it is. As always, I'm your boy, AJ Wyatt.
And I'm Danby, the Wise Idea.
And here we are, ending a very fun episode of the Haunted Saloon. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you for joining in. And we'll catch you next time.
Don't forget to get the stains out. Don't forget to change your name now. It's such a fucking shame how we forgot to live. Like a monster in the grave now. Addiction was the way out. Everybody's always saying how I forgot to live.